On the edge of a quiet countryside farm where golden sunlight spilled over wide green fields and the morning air smelled of hay and clover, there lived a small green frog. He made his home near a cool, muddy pond beside the barn. Unlike the other frogs who were content to bask on lily pads and snap lazily at passing flies, this frog was curious, perhaps a little too curious for his own good. Every day he watched the farm animals from afar. He listened to the cows lowing in the pasture, the chickens clucking and scratching in the dirt, and the horses snorting in their stalls. The barn fascinated him most of all. It was dark and mysterious inside, filled with strange smells and towering objects. He often wondered what treasures or adventures might be hidden within its wooden walls. One warm afternoon, when the farmer had finished milking the cows and left a pail half filled with fresh, creamy milk inside the barn, the curious frog decided it was time to explore. This is my chance, he thought. I will see what lies inside that grand wooden cave. With a mighty hop and a determined wiggle, he made his way across the yard and slipped through a small crack beneath the barn door. Inside, the air was cool and dim. Shafts of sunlight streamed through gaps in the wooden planks, illuminating dust particles that danced in the air. The frog hopped past towering hay bales and around heavy boots left by the farmer. Then he saw it, a large metal pail shining faintly in the light. Curious as ever, he leaped onto the rim to peer inside. What he saw looked smooth and white and inviting. But alas, the rim was slippery, and before he could steady himself, splash, down he fell into the cold milk below. At first he was startled but not frightened. I am an excellent swimmer, he reassured himself as he paddled about. Surely I can leap out. He swam to the side of the pail and tried to climb, but the metal walls were high, smooth, and slick. His tiny toes slid down every time he tried to grip the surface. He pushed downward, stretching his strong back legs to find the bottom so he could spring upward with all his might. But the pail was too deep. His legs kicked through nothing but milk. A flicker of fear crept into his heart. This is trouble, he muttered. Real trouble. For a moment he imagined simply giving up. The milk felt heavy. His legs were already growing tired. The barn was silent. No one would hear his croaks for help. But then he remembered the pond, the warm sunshine, and the joy of hopping freely across the grass. He thought of all the things he had yet to see and do. Surely this could not be the end of his story. I will not give up, he declared to himself. If I cannot leap out, then I will keep swimming. And so he kicked. He kicked and squirmed. He paddled and churned. He splashed and struggled. Time passed. The frog grew weary, but every time he felt like stopping, he forced his legs to move again. Just a little longer, he told himself. Just one more kick. The milk sloshed and swirled around him. His tiny body churned it over and over again. What he did not realize was that his constant motion was slowly changing the milk itself. His legs ached. His breath came in quick gasps, but still he refused to surrender. Then something strange happened. The milk beneath him no longer felt thin and watery. It seemed thicker. He kicked again, and this time his feet met resistance. What is this? He wondered. He continued churning, and soon the milk grew thicker still, forming soft lumps around him. With every determined movement, it grew more solid. At last, exhausted but still fighting, the frog felt something firm beneath his feet. The milk had transformed into a thick, solid mass of butter. Gathering the last of his strength, he pushed downward and sprang upward. With one mighty leap, he landed on the rim of the pail and tumbled safely onto the barn floor. He lay there for a moment, breathing heavily but alive. As the sunlight warmed his damp skin, he looked back at the pail and realized what had happened. His struggle, his refusal to quit, had saved him. Slowly, he made his way back to the pond. The other frogs listened wide-eyed as he told his tale. From that day forward, whenever a young frog complained about a difficult leap or a long swim, the older frog would smile wisely and say, "When life feels deep and slippery, and you think you cannot climb out, keep kicking, keep trying. You may not see it yet, but your effort could be turning milk into butter." And so the lesson spread across the pond and beyond. Never give up. Persistence can turn even the most impossible situation into solid ground.